Welcome to this course Basic Manufacturing Process Unit 4 and Lecture 76. In this video, I presented the topic in very detail. Non-metallic materials. Okay. Agenda for today present in this video. The topic is plywood. An advantage of the plywood, use of plywood and cement concrete. I present also in this video cement and concrete. Continue. The plywood. What is this meaning of plywood? The ply is wood is made by 3 layer, 4 layer, 5 layers. Okay. Layer is the made by the wood, small pieces. Okay. The the out of this the central layer called the core. The central layer is called for core is usually is thicker and the relatively in inferior wood. Suppose that first layer is this a layer of the wood and second layer is this each. Okay, and third layer is the central layer. This is the central layer. This is the upper layer. This is the lower layer. All the three layers is the combined with the apply pressure and press of the machine in apply force upper to lower, and then the layer is the streaking chipping in the one layer. This is the phase winners. The winners of the glade for the top of the bottom are known as the face player. Face fly. Okay. The surface grain of the adjacent layer, the surface grain of adjacent are kept at the right angles to each other. Okay, and this arrangement is the preventer to the plywood from the warping and the shrinkage. In case of the five plywood, in a case of the five plywood, two more plies are incorporated. Okay, they are known as crop brand. The outer layer in the plywood are always called the face face plies, and the tool no of ply include the core is always an odd number is 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay, is uh, the common method for joining the ply of the obtain the plywood is the following method: cold press work method, and hot pressing method. Cold pressing method and hot pressing method. Okay. The advantage of plywood, it is the lighter in weight than the solid stock of the some strength. Okay, some thickness. The lighter weight of the solid stock of the some thickness. Okay, it is the stronger than solid stock and the sum of thickness. It can be obtained in very large size, which is impossible in the solid world. It can be easily worked and bent into the shape of the different design. Nails of the screw can be drawn the close of the edge of plywood without any dangers of the splitting. The winner of the fine is the discorporative effect of this attractive press, attractive appearance of the plywood. Application and use of the plywood. The the wood is the forest the product and has been used for the man, mankind of the building structure, household work, and right from the beginning of the civilization. Okay. Even the today I wood is the important or preferred the material is several the application in the buildings such as the door, the the windows and planning of walls, okay, roof and floor of the decoration, okay, installation against for heat and sound, the quality furnitures, the quality furniture combines the work and showcase of the made from the wood only in terms of the state to the weight ratio wood is the generalized stronger and lighter than many more other alternative the engineering materials is a application of with the plywood beside with the application of the concrete material is made by structure is the consisting of supporting of the plywood of the concrete and the structure material, okay, initially started to the structure made by initially position application of the plywood is made by the structure and highways. Structure and highways is the application of the plywood in the engineering application. Beside for the is the cheap and easily available wood is the handle easily for converted into the different useful for form of the application is the simply the tool is the cheaper of the labor when the product stated for the properly of the plywood. The continue application of the plywood, there is there are the some treatment that make to the wood fire resistance, such the treat for wood is the use for the decoration purpose in the prestigious building. The sort of the wood is used for the following category of the work. The construction purpose, the application of plywood is more than the construction purpose. Railways, sleepers, and bridge for the furniture and the conveyance, the marketing and the highways structure made by the highways structure and uh, pole made by the pole supported and the roof and supported for the initial condition of the application of the plywood, the light packing of the cases in the highways, the highway packing cases and the machinery and similar storage machinery similar storage, the manufacturing agriculture implement of the tool handling and for the making the farm making turning the articles and toys, the manufacturing veneer for the plywood, the most application of the domestic and higher building make of application is used for the plywood. The cement and concrete, the cement and concrete is the simple material for the appearance is the very complex material in nature in the construct to in it initial compatibility of the versatility and durability and economic of the concrete have the made it the most use of the construction material in the world for in the journey of the environment and application of the highways material is used. This can be seen in the variety of structure is a use of the plywood and the design purpose of application of plywood from the highways and bridge to the building and dam highways and bridge to the building and drums in use. The concrete is the mixture of the poly, Portland, Portland cement and water and aggregate which is the without admixture. The Portland cement and water from the passes through passes passes that the hardness of the result of the chemical reaction between the cement and water. Cement and water is made by the solid structure. The quality of the quality of the plastic for the aggregate is created or the engineering property of this construction materials. The plastic the quality are directly related to the amount of water used in the relation to the amount of the cement. The combination of the homogeneous and non-homogeneous solution of the cement, water, concrete of the made by using of the application of the structure, highways, building and dams made by building dams and structure made in use for the cement and amount of the homogeneous materials. Cement of concrete, the less the water that is used, the less of the water that is, the better is quality of the concrete induce water content resulting in the improved strength and durability and in the reduce the permeability of the shrinkage and the durability and reduce the permeability and shrinkage as the find the courses of aggregate make for the 60 to 75% of total volume. The concrete engineer the selection of important the aggregate must have the adequate strength of the resistance to export the condition and must be applicable. This is the first of the composition is the 15% cement and 18% water and 6% air. Air is the 6% air, fine aggregate 28% of aggregate materials and coarse for age 31%. Second is the mixer 7% cement and 14% water, 4% air and 20 fine aggregate material, the 24% and chorus for aggregate in the 51%. The third is the mixer 15% cement and 21% water and air is the 3% and aggregate planning is the uh, aggregate fine agree of the 30% and the shares of aggregate 31%. Fourth mixer is the amount 7% the concrete and 16% water, 0.5% air and fine aggregate 25.5% and cohesive aggregate is 51%. Non-air entire the concrete. This is the structure, very solid structure is the very strong and mechanically behavior of the relief of the mechanically application of the bridge structure beams and supported for the bridge. Thank you so much.